Where's my y? He's on this side, so I'm moving everything else that's not y to the other side. So yes, it seems like it's backwards, but it's not. Minus 6x minus 10 equals 2y. Divide by 2. Minus 3x minus 5 equals y. Could I write y equals minus 3x minus 5? Can I do that, guys? Can I? I could, huh? It would mean that I'd move all these over here, I'd move my y over here, and then I would divide by negative 1. So it's not like that isn't true, it is. So, are my slopes the same? The slope is negative 3. My y-intercept is what, guys? When x is 0, y is negative 5, right? I just put 0 in for x. So that tells me my lines are parallel. Are the graphs of the given equations lines parallel? The other way to do this is you graph it. And I can promise you what you're going to do is you're going to find two lines that don't intersect. They're literally parallel to each other. All right. I'm not going to do that. Oh. I have to do these two. I'm going to do number 8. I'm going to do number 9 because those are hard questions. And why? Because I think I'll probably have that on the test. Okay? So. All right. Find the equation of the line. I'm thinking equation of the line. What am I going to eventually use, guys? What form am I going to use at the end? Okay. Think of equation of the line. I know at some point I'm going to use the point slope form, right? Okay. Good. All right. Now it's going to pass through what? Through this point. That's what it means. That's just a point. It's passing through that point. And what else is this telling me? It is parallel. So this line, which passes through that point, is parallel to this guy. Okay? So y equals 3x plus 5. So it's different. It's told me 3 different things right here. So don't read it super fast if you can. Find the equation of the line and oh god, I know point slope form is going to come into play. Passes through that point, I'm going to use that point. So I already know a point that I have. I just need to find, if I'm having point slope form, I have a point. What do I need now, guys? I need a slope, huh? Alright, so I have y minus y sub 1 equals m times the quantity x minus x sub 1. Alright, but it's telling me that this guy is parallel to this guy. So, this is y equals 3x plus 5. What is my slope here? Okay, and if this slope, for it to be parallel, my slopes of the line, both my slopes have to be the same. So guess what my slope is going to be? 3. Right? So now I know, okay, so my slope equals 3. And what did I have? My point is what? 2 and 9? I'm ready to go. Okay, so y, here's my x, here's my y, right? Y minus 9 equals 3 times x minus 2. People got confused here also on what to put here on the values because people were having a hard time in this class. So, here we go. Y minus 9 equals 3 times x minus 6. I have 9 to both sides. I have y equals 3x minus 3, guys. Plus 3. Thank you. Thank you so much, James. Yes, plus 3. All right. So, okay. Does that make them parallel? They have the same slope and different y-intercepts, don't they? Yeah. Now, do they have a y here? No. So I'm going to have to put it, huh? So y equals 3x plus 3. Now, we're gonna do number 9. Ready? Deep breath on it. Here we go. Oh, sorry guys.
Never mind, I got it.
I don't like this. Why? Because it's showing me an answer. It's okay. I have a funny feeling, guys, I'm not sure, but I think this is on your list here. I don't remember it. So, I'll probably put it on your test if it is, okay? On that review for those who don't need to take the test, and for those who do, I'll probably do it. Okay? Okay, find the equation of the line. I'm thinking point close for, right? There's my cloud in my sky, in my head. Part of my brain is thinking point close. Okay? It's perpendicular to this line. Okay? So again, my two slopes when I multiply them have to be -1, right? So here's how I do it. I know one slope is what?
1/4.
1/4. Here it goes. This is how I do it. So I'm gonna put my first slope as 1/4. And I'm just gonna solve if I don't remember. If I don't remember how to get this, guys, and I have my formula, life's easy. So I have 1/4 times m sub 2 equals -1. And if I didn't have the sub 2, I'd just see it as an m, huh? So how do I solve for that variable? How do I make this guy a 1? I do either one of these, huh? I either divide, which means I take this guy and multiply it by this, or I can do the shortcut way, which is multiplying by 4/1. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So my second slope has to equal what? -4. So, here we go. Oh, where's my point? I'm sorry. Right, you're telling me my point where it's counting, right? So this time my slope is what, guys? Anyone? What did I have? -4? And what was my point here? 3 and -3. I'm ready to go. Here it goes. Y minus, if I get confused what these are, my x comes before my y. And when we're taking tests, it's not unusual to do a little dyslexic thing in our head. We do it. I've done it before. I'm not God, and I've done it before. So if I put my little values there, it minimizes my error. The y minus a -3. Who is m? -4. X minus 3. What a strange point, guys. 3 and -3. I don't know. Y plus 3. Now I'm going to use the distributive property, and I have what? -4 times x is -4x. -4 times a -3 is what? Positive 12. I'm subtracting 3 from both sides. I have y equals -4x plus 9. There I am. So that kind of gives you, if I'm giving you a function, oh, and what does it want me to do?
Function of h.
So I did this, and now it wants me to write the equation in function notation. Now here's the tricky, is that function notation? You see how both of these are the same? You see how this has f of x as function notation? So for people who give me this and forget to do that, I give them points back, usually if they try it. And when we put it on the test, we don't give you the multiple choice. You have to, actually know how to do it. So it would be this, right? Did you take care?
You do have a question like that on the midterm review.
Do I? Okay, yeah. All right, so here we go. There we go. All right. So that's enough of the form. Not going to do any harder. I think the ones that I found out people were having trouble, and I'm going to do just a couple of them, is your grafting. You guys are having trouble with your grafting. You have to, guys, you have to know how to graft. You don't know how to graft, you're going to miss the questions and have grafting questions. Okay? So, if I have y equals 2x plus 1, what are you going to do? put it in a table value. Don't make a mark for yourself. Okay? When x is 0, that's 2 times 0, and 0 minus is 1, huh? When x is 1, 2 times 1 is 2, minus 1 is 1, and x is negative 1, negative 2 times. Every time I put an x value, I'm putting it into my equation. Once I solve the equation, I have my y value. And those are coordinate points. So 2 times a negative 1 is negative 2, and negative 1 is a minus 3. And if I'm doing this on a midterm, I'm going to do about 5 points, right? Here, I don't do that many because, unfortunately, someone decided to make this program cheaper, and they probably didn't ask for that many points. I don't know. I've asked, and they just kind of say, yeah, we're working on it. The guy who came from Pearson, yeah, we're working on it. So
What is that number, the third number that you have? What, is
when
that
x
a 1?
When x is 1, y is
1?
But you need to know how to do this. You need to know how to do this. And if I do one, I'm going to do one other one. Because that's all 8.3. You're weak on graphing, you do 8.3 all the way. I'm serious. I'm going to do one now. I'm going to do this one. And probably, this is what I'm going to ask you to graph. And when I ask you to graph this on the midterm, people get confused. What is my f of x, guys? Here's my y. Huh. That's what it is. So, when x is 2 times 0 minus 2, that's my y-intercept. 2 times 1 is 2, minus 2 is 0. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 2, and negative 2 is minus 4. I'll probably do 2 others. So please don't get confused on this one when you see it on the test. Do not get confused on this one. 0, and what was my other one? 1 and 0. One more thing. If this side's positive, your graph's going to go this way. If your slope is negative, it's going to go this way. It's going to go the opposite direction. I don't know if people have problems with that on the test. Just kind of remember that. Those are little things that will save you losing points on your test, okay? All right, that's the end of that. I'm now going to get into 8.5 finally. So let's go into that. All right, we're talking about operations of functions. Before I end this, don't get overwhelmed by looking at these. These are each a separate question, okay? You will have this question on your test on the midterm. I can promise you that. So I'm going to have it on your review, which means I'll probably have it on the exam. Okay, so this is not a hard thing. This is just only substitution. Okay? So I'm going to go through the operations of functions. Remember what f of x and g of x is? They're both y's, right? One's the first y equation, one's another y equation. All right. So, the sum of functions.